Before I even begin, my English level was like 10%. You can say I just know the basics, and instead of studying, I choose watching anime deep. So in this video, you'll see my journey from 10% level to 80% through just watching anime. Hi guys, I'm Monovel and this is my first video on YouTube in this channel. I said in this channel because long ago I already had a YouTube channel. Back then I was making random videos like AMV, which is anime music video. I've been creating content for 2 years. Yeah, I remember back then it was a good time, indeed. Anyway, you can say that I have some experience. Yeah. However, after a while, my old channel got deleted because of the copywriting issue. Even though my channel gone, but I managed to get 1 million views on one of my videos, which is my main goal in the first place. Now back to the present. Here in this channel I'll be talking about anime, manhwa and everything related to anime. As such, creating an anime scenario or ranking anime episodes, or even my review about a particular show, etc, etc. As long as I keep practicing English speaking, that's all that matters. Before even work on this video, I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for like 3 months. Although I had everything set up, I still couldn't start it because my brain was like, hey, you don't have a good voice and you don't have what it takes to be a YouTuber. However, despite that, I managed to convince myself and overcome that. Therefore, here I am now. One thing though, I might sometimes do a little mistakes, grammar mistakes, but as long as you understand what I want to say, that's all what matters. As you see, I couldn't find anyone to talk with, so after a while I thought about starting a YouTube channel and speak there freely by talking about my favorite things such anime. At first I was struggling to start over again since what happened to my old previous channel, but I had no other choice because if I don't keep practicing, I'll forget the language. Especially it isn't my native language, so it'll vanish quickly. So yeah, that was my problems at first, but I did overcome them now. Let me tell you now about how did I start learning from the beginning to the end, from A to Z, and my process so far. Everything started that day when the idea first came to my mind, and as I thinking about it, I start to getting more and more excited. So my journey begins by looking for what is the fast way to learn a language, and what I found out is I need to turn everything in English. For example, if I want to watch something, I must watch it only in English, despite not understanding what's being said, and that goes as well for reading, writing, and hearing. Anyway, I started watching Genshin Impact full gameplay. By doing a little bit of research, I found a couple of videos about Genshin Impact, and each video has over like 10 hours. One of these videos even has 54 hours. Why Genshin Impact? Well, because it has a clear voice speaking and more importantly, subtitles. You see, before I even began, my English level was like 10%. I already knew just the basic. I get into Genshin Impact and I think I watched over 100 hours of the game, story and characters. I don't exactly I don't know exactly how much time it took me to finish them. I'll say about 2 months, yeah. Anyway, after finishing the whole 100 hours, I realized that my level has been increased from 10% to 40% after every day watching. Since I'm better now, I decided to make things more difficult by moving to watching anime English dub without subtitle. But one thing though, to be honest, I was going to use subtitle at first, but the thing is I couldn't find them, so I had no choice. But I'm glad I did continue without subtitle. In fact, that helped me a lot better, despite the fact that subtitles are pretty useful, but come on, we can't compare that to speaking and hearing. These two are more than enough, and more importantly, are more important to communicate with people. Back to our topic. My anime journey started with watching Bongo Stray Dogs. Is that how it's spelled? Guys, I don't know if I spell its name correctly, but that show is really good. Bongo Stray Dogs was a good show. I enjoy it. My favorite character will be that the detective guy. Yeah, that one. I really liked him. I'll give the show 8 out of 10. Anyway, moving on to the Bleach. Oh yeah, it's 366 episodes, and to be honest, I watched all of it. And what can I say about Bleach is, it's really perfect, good, and it gives me a really good vibe. Okay, by the way, my favorite character obviously will be Aizen Sasuke, without a doubt, without any doubt. He's the GOAT anyway. I'll give the show 9 out of 10. So by watching that, I probably improved a little, and after a while, I finally convinced myself to watch one of the best anime of all time. Yeah, it's One Piece. I literally watched the whole show up until the current episodes, but it surely took me 6 months to catch up with it. However, I can obviously say that out of everything I watched, nothing was compared to One Piece. Man, it's really a masterpiece. Anyway, after that long journey, I can tell that my level moved from 40% to 80%. This time I was surprised by how quickly my English improved, and since I am now good enough, I again decided to go harder by moving to watching podcasts, a real conversation. I found, and after a little bit of research, I found a channel named Trash Taste, where three guys sitting having conversation about anime, food, games, and movies, which is my favorite topics. And the moment I start watching, I was like, wait. That really fast. I couldn't understand well why, because as you know, there are two obstacles here. First, the incredibly speed talking, and secondly, no subtitles. Although it was hard at first, but after a while I started to get used to the speed, and I started to understand more and more well. That was everything for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. By the way, next video will be interesting, especially for One Piece fans, so make sure you don't miss it, and bye.